Okay, we join Arthur here outside of the Gray Manor. They got some work for
This here the
us.
Gray Plantation?
Yep.
Sheriff's orders. You wanted me to have a word with some folk on the property.
Yeah.
I'm recently deputized, you see.
Deputized?
See that shiny
I suppose
badge?
Lee was drunk when he did it? Look,
Well,
you can come in, but you ain't talking with me.
Obliged.
I don't like all this shady business. Look at how fine my horse is. Why would I be here stirring up some trouble if I weren't just a law-abiding citizen? You there, good sir. Let me get off my horse so I don't seem like such an intimidating presence.
Hey, I was hoping you'd talk a moment. I'm a student of the history of the region and,
I ain't the one to speak to. Try Master Bo. Think he's down there by the wood store. Boy's got all the time in the world.
Beau. Oh, you mean the French boy whose name means handsome. Arthur Morgan maybe had a French ancestor too, as that is a French name as well. There's just lots of French American stuff in this game that kind of went over everybody's head, I think. I like it. The not Quebec part. And they all speak English in Louisiana now and all the other places. The French had their ventures in North America. Like, it was the entire Midwest, everywhere from Mississippi up to the Great Lakes, out
I'll
to the
see you
St.
at the
Lawrence.
sheriff's office.
The French put forts everywhere.
Excuse me.
But it was never very highly populated. It was
friends?
always
Not
more
yet,
of a
but
fur
here's
trapping
hoping.
venture for the
guess.
French.
We
But
don't
those
get a lot of
early
traveling
explorers
down
and
here,
trappers and
suddenly
hunters,
there's
they
a
all
whole
stayed in
fanbase
America,
of
and many of them are
mysterious but
still
strangely helpful Yankees
ancestors of
stopping
many of
by.
us.
There.
What are you doing here?
I was just looking for work.
Well, looking for something. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
What secret?
I got a secret of my own.
Are you secretly normal?
Excuse me?
Never mind.
The thing is, I don't care if you kill the whole lot of us and the Braithwaites.
I don't want to kill anyone.
I love her, you know.
Love who?
Penelope. But it's
Penelope,
impossible.
Love tends to be complicated.
She's a
but
Braithwaite.
Penelope
I'm
and
Bo
Beau
Gray,
don't
son of
work.
Tavish Gray, nephew of Lee Gray, the sheriff, grandson
She's a
of old
Braithwaite.
Murdo Gray. We Grays have been loyal to the state and murderers to the Braithwaites for so long now, no one can even quite explain why. Beyond blind loyalty and stupidity, I'm supposed to be loyal to some nonsense while she...
Well, your family is the
Amazing.
Scots, they's the Greys, and the
woman from the
Braithwaites
future.
is from
She's
England
like
or some
tomorrow,
such.
if tomorrow turns
And
out
the
fine.
rivalry goes
I'm
back
sorry for
to
your predicament.
before anyone
you
can
help?
even
I don't
remember.
want to get involved. Gang feuds. It seems unseemly.
I'll pay. I've got money. We Grays, we've always got money. No brains, mind, but money.
Well, in that
Oh,
case,
yeah.
I know she loves to sit out in the gazebo on the edge of the Braithwaite property. Take her this letter and this bracelet, please.
But what if I was to steal the bracelet? No, Arthur isn't that big of a piece of shit. Come on, Horse Chen. Come here, buddy. Where were you? We have to go now, honey. There we go. Off to the races. I hope you can hop this fence. Yep. I would no horse be able to hop a fence. Yep. Just a peaceful ride out on the road as fast as you can. Trying not to get hit by trains or distracted by wild animals, because you might need a perfect pelt, but You know, while you're recording, it's probably not the best time to do your hunting. Yep, just out on the range, listening to that soundtrack and jumping over fences. Yep, just sneaking in, jumping over fences. Yeah. Sneaking in, jumping over fences. Yo, Arthur Morgan. Yeah, I'm riding a horse called the Morgan. Yeah, it's ironic, because Rockstar. Oh, sneak past the guards to Penelope. You gotta be quiet. We're sneaky. And it's foggy. It's foggy, so that's our advantage. Like, the guards probably can't see as far. And we just want to creep around. Oh, see, there's a guy up there, so we want to stay in, like, the tree line, so he doesn't spot us. And we just want to be very quiet and just be mindful of those around us. Just make sure we keep our line of sight behind something so they're not like, oh, there's a guy over there. Yeah, just don't be shy about hopping over stuff. Like, you know, this little enclosure here looks like a safe place to kind of wait out the heat, you know? Just drop down there. Yeah, and you can even use like that. Peek out through there. Nobody's gonna notice, yeah. Because nobody would think that someone would just hop over a fence like that. And then you just wait till he's gone. And, you know, maybe he thinks you're one of the help, but you just always want to stay behind something. And you can scoot your boot. There you go. Just make sure you're out of sight. You know, out of sight, out of mind. Oh. What do we got over in here? Some apples. Well, Arthur doesn't need an apple. If he did, that would be a tasty treat right there. Look at all these apples. Is anybody inside here? Nope. Okay, that can't be opened. Oh, some apple. Oh, somebody was cooking something. Or do we get some coffee? Nope. Arthur's not thirsty. Got a job to do. Yep, nobody's around, so we can kind of scoot or boot there. Oh, what do you got over there? So just stick to the shadows and squat your butt down. I just want to stay in like the tree line. And maybe they'll think we're just one of the hired help or something. You know, these ranches ain't as tight as everybody thinks they are. People come and go all the time. Turnover happens. You know, I worked here last week and I'm just returning some old equipment, and then all of a sudden he just takes all of your new equipment. Yeah, just scoot your boot. And, you know, if we were really desperate, maybe we would swim there, but Arthur, yeah, to deliver this letter, that would be beneath him. He's more of a sneaky, roundy kind of guy. Oh, there's a guy up here, so we don't want to be super loud. We do want to kind of maybe get underneath the bank here while we go to the gazebo, just extra not in this line of sight. But we're just not making a whole lot of noise. And yeah, nobody even knew a guy snuck onto the property. Like, literally, I hopped over a fence and then was just kind of like, oh, I'm just one of the guys, and now I'm sneaking up to one of the most important people. And, you know, Arthur is just like a murderer and an assassin, but, you know, he can pass notes too, like a G.
Are you Penelope Braithwaite?
Why, yes, I am.
I've got a letter for you.
Oh.
And a gift.
A letter and a
gift.
gift.
Well, we don't even know each other.
Well, it's not from me.
Do I
It's
get a
from,
delivery
From
fee?
Bo. Oh, he is so...
Strange.
Yes, he's a little strange, but also so human. The rest of our families are stuck in the Dark Ages, or...
I know.
I don't know, cave people, perhaps. Bo's different. But if they find out, they'll kill him and send me to live someplace awful like Ohio.
No, no,
Have
no.
you ever been to
You
Ohio, sir?
never,
No.
Well,
ever.
neither have I, but my uncle has a factory there. He was
Ohio,
sort of the
just
black
say
sheep
no.
on account of having
Just
left.
say no.
But now they tolerate him because he's a vicious snob. Families are there's something else. You got a family, sir?
No, not really.
Well, they tolerate him because of the money. But me,
Yeah.
with my ideas above my station, they can't stand.
That sounds pretty complicated. I don't know quite what to say.
Well, nothing to say except I hope they all rot. I don't, well, maybe a bit. But here, if you see Bo again, will you give this to him?
Sure.
Ooh, now we're kill on sight. We just gotta leave the area. Yeah, it's going that way. We're going this way. We're just not gonna run around or draw attention to ourselves. This isn't really a sneaking game, so the mechanics aren't that really. Our horse can even kind of walk by. I'm sure riderless horses are walking around looking for the riders all the time. Come here, darling. Yeah, we're just gonna hop on you. Yeah, we can just ride out. Into the woods. All right. Well, we got a silver. Probably took too long. That'd be my guess. Yeah, complete within 3 minutes. But we did reach Penelope without getting spotted, so I did get my metal gear on. So yeah, take that. That's a silver. Anyway, if you like that part, consider subscribing and clicking the thumbs up button. Have a nice day, evening, night.